All right, everybody, welcome to a special Super Bowl preview edition of the Intoxicated Sports Report. With me, as always, Gage Samoji, and sitting in with us today, one of our regular Peanut Gallery guys.
Yeah, he's sitting in today.
Yeah, sitting in.
He's not Peanut Gallery.
He's not Peanut Gallery today, but he's sitting
today.
in is Danny John Del Zambo.
And live from New York, it's Saturday night! Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Wednesday night. But that was good. You should have opened it for us. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Today we are drinking Naked and Famous. Just the way your mother likes it.
These are pretty good.
Gross.
These are pretty good.
Yeah.
Already starting this show off buzzed because
Yeah.
I had 2 of these beforehand. It's going to be a good one.
1.5.
Promise. 1.5.
Well, now you're at 2. Now you're halfway
There we
through
go.
that.
Thank you.
Boom. Yeah. So how you guys doing?
How are you
Yeah,
doing?
we haven't seen you in a
I haven't
while.
seen you in a while.
Hey,
You don't
life
show
is
face.
good.
You don't show face around here anymore.
Dude, just busy life, man.
You're living on the top of the hill,
Living above the clouds.
looking at us peasants.
You're not a what's that new toy that you got that you ride on now?
My one wheel?
Yeah, you're not a one wheel away anymore.
I'm not a one wheel boy.
I'm glad to hear you're doing good.
Hey, life is good.
Glad
That's
to hear
great.
it.
That's great. I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but
Let's
here we
move
are.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, first time this year. We
Yeah.
can't confirm that, but I think it's first time this year.
It's definitely first time.
And
Okay.
you're the-
Danny will confirm
It's the
that.
first time you've been a guest on the show since
No,
what?
Since
Tahoe?
Tahoe, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think so.
You're
I
like
don't
4
think I
months?
was, yeah.
So we're glad you're on.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting you to be to the left of me, and now you're the right of me, and it's perfect.
I think it's a good episode to have you on.
Yes.
I'm always right of you, dude. Just remember that.
This is actually he's our second guest in a month span.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah. We don't always have those,
no, we don't.
but here we are. Gage, what are we going to be talking about today?
We are talking Olympics because it's going on. I don't know if you know about it, but it is.
Yeah. It kind of snuck up, didn't it?
It did, yes. Some NBA trades that happened. Of course, NFL coaching hires and all that, and then the talk of the week. It's Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl.
This
baby.
is Super Bowl week. I wish we were in LA doing this. We're not there yet, but we will get there. I promise you that. I love this.
I would have bought you a ticket to the Super Bowl if the Niners were in it.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you went up.
You're right. But
Dude, you know how much nosebleeds are for the Super Bowl right now?
like 10 grand.
Like 5 G's.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I mean, that stadium's brand new. That's a lot of money.
Trying to get their money back.
Do you think you guys will ever actually go to a Super Bowl in your life?
I want to say yes, but it's hard to just be absolutely sure about that.
I think I will. I want to go.
I'm gonna. There's gonna be a point in my life where I'm like, okay, it's time to make a
Yeah.
concerted effort to do it. I'm not
I
at
think-
that point yet.
I think our best shot would have been Super Bowl 50
In Santa
in
Clara.
Santa Clara.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things like we didn't want to. Why would we buy tickets to a game that we didn't really care about?
Right.
I think it's more of the experience. But obviously, we'd want to go to a game.
It'd also be more fun to go to a destination game.
That's it.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Or let's say the Niners would have won last week, and you guys. I mean, LA is not that. I mean, it's
Flight's probably not that expensive.
it's 8-hour, 9-hour drive,
Yeah.
or however way you want to do it.
Yeah.
Could have made it happen, but I think I'll go. What about you, Danny?
Honestly, on surface, I'd probably say no, but I wouldn't rule anything out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The opportunity presented itself perfectly.
If it was the right game, yeah.
Right.
Hear me out. None of us are getting married soon, but
Oh, I didn't tell you?
like a bachelor party, Super Bowl type thing. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be-
You
that'd
know,
be
all your
interesting.
boys.
That'd be
expensive. as
expensive.
Fuck.
You have to get all the gang on board for that.
Exactly.
But I would not be going if it was Cowboys. Just so you know.
I don't even know if I'd want to go. I'd be so stressed. I would be so stressed at the game.
Unless like the Cowboys were just big time underdogs, and just had no chance of winning, which is never really the case in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, the Cowboys will never reach a Super Bowl ever again, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right. Yeah. Which is why they're gonna permanently make Jerry World the host
It's a
site.
Super Bowl stadium.
Yeah.
Roger
No.
Goodell.
Super Bowl stadium.
Roger Goodell, book it.
You boys ready to get into this?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
First, we're gonna talk about some NBA trades that just happened and some potential ones. Blazers have traded away CJ McCollum to the Pacers or no, Pelicans. Sorry.
Yes.
Pelicans. Getting ahead of myself. They're essentially just looking to clear some room for free agency this coming summer, which is good for Dame, I guess.
This sucks because this is the end of the end of the era when it comes to McCollum
And Lillard, yeah.
And do you think they underachieved?
Based on who I have seen them be, no. I mean, they made it to a
They
Western
went to a conference final.
Conference finals, yeah, which is not something to just, turn an eye to. But I would say, sure, they probably wanted to do more, but I don't think they really had any more potential than that.
And CJ McCollum to me wasn't ever that really good second guy that Damian Lillard needed.
Yeah.
Or needs.
McCollum is a good second guy, but if he's your second best player, you're probably not a championship team.
No.
And I would almost, as much as I love Dame too, I would almost say if he's your best player by like a wide margin, you're probably not a championship team either.
It feels like the Blazers, Lillard and McCollum always wanted to be what the Warriors are with Curry and Thompson.
Right.
And it's watered down.
Right.
It wasn't that.
It's that, and I think both those guys are not on the same defensive level. I mean, at least to Klay Thompson's.
No, I think it's
I-
fair. I think it's fair to compare Lillard to Curry, but
Right.
the McCollum Thompson comparison isn't close.
Right. And I do think though that Dame is great, but
He's also not Steph Curry. I'm not saying.
the efficiency
He's
level of Steph over
Yes.
his career is.
I'm just
still-
saying I think it's
there's a
you
margin
can
there.
compare
Right.
Lillard Curry,
Right.
but you can't compare McCollum to Klay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah. Danny, any thoughts?
I mean, comparing anybody to Steph and Clay is kind of a reach.
It's
so.
Steph, yeah. They're
But
they're one of kind duo.
But I get what you're meaning by. I think a lot of people try to focus in on championship, proving something when winning those championships.
And I feel like a lot of people would put them as like the second best backcourt
Right.
in the league behind Curry. and
Yeah, for a
Thompson.
lot of that time, yes, you're right.
And sometimes I feel like I would hear, maybe they could be better this year, but never is that
Right.
case.
I do hope that they can attract somebody this offseason. Because I don't see Portland necessarily as a destination for a star player if nobody's there, but Dame I think could attract somebody
Yeah, absolutely.
because of his star power.
Dame is kind of feeling like a Blazer for life.
Yeah, he's been saying a lot of things that make him seem like he wants to be that.
Unless he gets dished later in his career, then, because it happens.
Because, I mean, he could have easily asked for a trade, so the fact that he hasn't done that, I think that tells you that he does want to.
Yeah, it tells you what kind of person he is, too.
Sure.
Like he seems like he's really committed to staying in Portland and really trying to win a championship that I don't think he'll really ever win. But
Yeah, but he's connected with the city
Yes.
enough, it seems like, anyways. So, yeah, hopefully something works out for him and the Blazers. Another big trade, your Kings made an interesting trade, to say the least. They have acquired Domantas Sabonis, two-time All-Star,
Yes.
from the Pacers for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, other names
Yeah.
mixed in there. Those aren't the only names, but
Losing Halliburton
that's the big one.
is the big one.
That's the big one. I mean, what are your thoughts on the
I
top?
to be quite honest, me with the Kings, I don't pay attention as much as like you do with the Warriors. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah.
So I haven't watched a lot of Kings games in the past couple of years. Like I haven't seen a lot of what Halliburton has to offer. But from what I've seen with the stats and all that, he's something that they shouldn't have done.
No.
He's only been in the league for a year
This
and a
is,
half.
second year.
And I just don't think like Sabonis. I thought about this, and he just seems like the kind of player that Marvin Bagley is, but like way better.
Yeah.
Like that kind of still like power
Right.
forward.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, like getting Sabonis is cool. He's probably the best player in this whole package
Yes.
right now.
Mhm.
Like I don't think there's any question about that. But I could see him at the end of his contract being like, peace out, Sacramento, or then
Yeah,
trading
exactly.
him before then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Halliburton. That's a player you could build around. He's only 21 years old.
And Sabonis is only, 25, 26?
I think he's like 25.
He's still
yeah.
remotely young.
Yeah, he still is young. But I don't know how you're gonna make him want to stay in Sacramento and build around him.
And I just don't, the NBA today is, ball dominant players.
Yeah,
And Sabonis,
guard-
he could
guards and
guard
wings.
dominant.
Yeah,
And Sabonis can handle the ball, but he's not.
he's not.
It's
gonna
not
be-
what it's not what you're
no,
thinking.
He's a big man. He really is a big man at the end of the day.
Like when you think of today's NBA, who would you rather have long term, Sabonis or Halliburton? I'd probably pick Halliburton,
I think
just
so,
based
too.
off his the ball handling and
Yeah.
the way he could. The way
I mean,
played.
he's a really unique player. I mean, he's a 6'5" combo guard. Like he averages 7 assists a game, so that means he can be a point guard type player.
He kind of has like that Kevin Durant body to him too.
Yeah,
Super tall,
lanky.
super thin.
Yeah, lanky. He's definitely not as tall as Kevin Durant.
No,
but,
no, no.
But
Like he's not nowhere.
He's a long guard. He's actually kind of like Lonzo in a way, or LaMelo, if you will.
And you can't ignore the Buddy part too. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Buddy was going to be traded, I think, this year, no matter what, and they're not going to miss him. You know, you can find guys like that, but he is a good player.
But I always like Buddy Hield. I think I said
Right.
previously since college I like his game.
He actually is having arguably his weakest year he's had in a while. But
This to me just boils down to the Kings just being the Kings for the past 15 to almost 20 years now.
yeah,
How they're just mediocrity, joke of the league, garbage of the league.
right.
And
just getting rid of their future.
Yeah, and it's tough to see.
I think that the most telling thing I heard about this was I was watching a clip from Draymond's podcast that he has on the Volume, and he was saying he didn't understand it because his experience playing against Halliburton is that he's a winning type player. Like he has that aura of somebody you want to play with. He's a winning player. He's efficient scorer, not a high volume guy, but he's efficient scorer. He can pass the ball, play defense. So I think that tells you all you need to know about this trade.
So the Pacers won this trade to me.
I think so
In
too.
the long term, I think the Pacers will have won this trade.
Yeah. Because I don't see Sabonis sticking around in Sacramento, unfortunately.
No one. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Like the Kings at this point could probably, go somewhere else.
Yeah, they could
or
disassemble.
cease to exist as a
Right.
franchise.
Yeah.
And you made the point, Danny, of the fact that they had that stadium might keep them
Just
around
built
longer.
it,
They
yeah.
just built it,
Pretty much
3
the
or
only
4
reason.
years ago?
Yep. It's tough
Have you been
situation.
there yet?
No, I have not been.
I heard it's really nice.
Yeah, I've heard it's nice too.
Speaking of new stadiums, I went to Chase Center last week.
Yes, the Warriors played the Kings.
They did, yeah.
And
That
the
was cool.
Kings
They had a freaking game.
Yeah.
Well, the Kings were they lost. They got blown
Yeah,
out.
the Warriors were up by like 20 something, and then the Kings, got it closer. They got it down to under.
But was
10, I
it
think.
closer because the Warriors benched everybody and all that?
A little bit. I mean, they got it close around the early fourth quarter, so it wasn't like it was over.
And that was your first time at Chase Center.
First time at Chase Center.
What did you think?
A beautiful stadium, beautiful
Yeah.
arena.
Yeah.
The thing that got me the most was I wasn't even looking at the seats, but second I sat down, I'm like, oh my god, that's the most comfortable stadium seat I've ever sat in. It was like cushy. It was like a movie theater. In between a stadium seat and a movie theater
Do
seat.
you think that's because you were lower level though? You think it's like that upper level?
Okay, so I talked to Dylan. He said the seats were the same up there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Look, you guys were at the same
We were at
game
the same game.
with
Yeah.
different
Yeah. We
seats.
linked up during halftime for a little bit too,
Oh, did you?
which was nice.
That's
but,
cool.
Yeah, that blew me away. I was like, oh my god, like I never would have expected to see like this at
No.
a sporting event, but that was cool. But then yeah, the whole thing was.
And you,
was
so you
awesome.
guys sat lower level.
Mhm.
How many rows up would you say? Or you probably know.
Well, they called it row 8, but it wasn't really row 8. It was probably about 15 rows up, give or take.
so they don't count like the front.
Yeah, there's like this front section.
Or like letters or something.
Yeah.
I saw what you posted on Instagram. I was like, that motherfucker.
I know.
Close.
Like we started walking down, I was like, damn, I'm looking for row 8, and it was like keeps going, and like we're getting fucking close. Yeah,
and
no,
you
those are prime.
said you went with your parents.
Yeah, so parents and then cousin Jack and Mike and Elizabeth. Yeah, that's all. Yep.
That's cool. That's
6 of us. It was a good time. Beautiful spot. We went to Guts for a beer before the game and
Did you guys
for a
take the
beer after
ferry?
the game. No, we were gonna do public transit. We are gonna do like BART to Muni, but then we just ended up driving.
Because they don't do BART or not BART, but ferry to the games yet.
Not
Are they
yet from
supposed to?
here. They're doing it, I think, from Alameda, so just across
Ah,
from Oakland, essentially. But not yet from Vallejo. Hopefully soon.
But 10 out of 10 stadium.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice.
Getting back to that, does Clay just love to play the Kings?
I know he does rip up the Kings.
I think he said, I heard him say after the game that he remembers that the Kings drafted, I think it was Jimmer Fredette
Oh, before him.
before him.
Oh,
so
God.
Oh,
he likes
man.
he likes to let the Kings know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
No, he had two spurts of just going off for a
Yeah.
bit in that game.
not only did the Kings draft Jimmer before Clay, they drafted Tyreek Evans before Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Which Tyreek Evans was Rookie of the Year, so I think at the time they were like, yes.
I think the Timberwolves also drafted both
Two
Johnny
players.
Flynn and Ricky
Two
Rubio.
players.
2 point guards.
2 point guards
before
before Steph Curry.
Who?
Exactly. Johnny Flynn. Nico would know who Johnny Flynn is, but that's about it.
He goes Syracuse?
Yeah. I'm almost positive he did.
Wow. So, yeah, the Kings
Yikes.
suck.
To put it lightly. Sorry, man.
No, it's,
So yeah, those are the 2 big trades that happened. There's some speculation going around about James Harden for Ben Simmons. There's conflicting reports saying that James Harden wants to get out of Brooklyn. Others saying that it's little bit of skepticism about having.
What's up with James Harden? Why does it feel like every place that he goes to, he does this?
Yeah, it's getting a little weird. Him and Westbrook, which we'll talk about here in a second. Him and Westbrook are both kind of becoming that guy that just they think they're better than they are. I guess, if you will.
Drama queens.
A little bit, yeah. That's a good way.
These
to
are
put
also two NBA 75 players.
it. Yeah,
we
they're
are
going
they
to be
have-
Hall of Famers easily.
Yes.
Yeah, no question about it. But I mean, I think the track record speaks for itself. They haven't won anything.
No, they haven't.
And they're not putting themselves really in position to do that.
The only thing they've won is MVPs.
Yep.
And I'll take my beer too.
Are you having this one?
Yeah.
Danny, you doing all right?
Might as well grab it now. Intermission.
I'll put these nice glasses over here. Thank you, sir.
I soaked myself.
Also, have you guys seen how the Lakers are dog shit?
You know I love that.
I told you, can't root for any LA team. It's not in my blood.
They're bad.
Yep. And
They're bad.
I read a headline today that said Russell Westbrook is getting frustrated with the situation.
Can he just get traded so my bold prediction?
Dude, I think it's gonna happen. We got
We're
about about like 15 hours till trade deadline.
They're not gonna do it then. But I was.
I think
I
it
said-
might
I said-
happen,
think
bro.
it is
I
gonna
think it might
happen.
happen.
You think so?
Why would they keep him?
They keep
He's
benching
not
him.
performing.
He's really not doing anything for that team.
If he gets traded, Jimmy, you don't want to see me. You don't want to talk to me. Because remember, Jimmy was like,
Oh, his shot's not falling.
"Oh, yeah, terrible, terrible take." Yeah, how's it looking now,
yeah,
James?
26 and
Jim?
29.
How's it looking now, Jim? Sorry about it.
Did you see his?
Who makes that decision though? Is it the GM or is it LeBron's like get this guy fucking out of
Dude,
here?
I think LeBron is probably thinking
Well,
that.
LeBron is the GM.
Yeah,
yeah.
Le GM.
they GM.
It's I don't know if you saw his brick from like 7 feet away where he like completely missed the rim yesterday.
No.
But it was ugly.
I texted you this. You know it's bad when your home crowd yells at you not to shoot the
Yeah.
ball when you have the ball in your
Yeah,
hand.
they're like, no.
They're like, no, don't shoot. And what happens? He shoots it,
Brick.
bricks it. I mean, for him, that's got to be bad.
Yeah, it's tough.
Especially being the kind of person I think he is he wants to win at all costs.
Yeah.
He's just not as good as he used to be.
Yeah, and he, as good as he was, I think he was really still a borderline championship caliber teammate, if you will. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he proved that his whole career.
Mhm.
But
Do you have that like crazy record of like triple doubles?
yeah, he had average triple double twice, right?
Two consecutive
Two
seasons.
Yeah.
back-to-back seasons. He had like 50 in 1 year or something.
It was
stupid
something
like that.
crazy like
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, he has the record now for most all time.
Yeah.
I think he had the record for most in a season too.
Yeah.
And I think that was the season that he won his MVP.
Right.
Also helps when you shoot the ball like 100 times.
Yeah, I mean that team had nobody
Yeah.
around.
What
him.
also helps when your team lets you get the rebounds.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
That's one thing about those triple doubles. It's like they're a little padded because if you're a point guard, should you really be crashing the defensive glass, or should you be trying to leak out for the fast break?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if people were saying the same thing about Oscar Robertson back in the '60s.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Who knows? I mean, maybe he was actually one of the better rebounders on the team, not just doing it for show.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's hard to say.
That's a good point.
Never watched him play.
I never.
He was playing last week.
I was negative like 30.
Yeah.
He was
Negative.
playing last week.
Negative 30. NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, you want to talk about that, right?
Yes. Well, I want to talk about the
The rosters.
well, no, 3-point competition.
Oh yeah,
Because that's the only thing I care about when it comes to the.
it is the
NBA
only thing
All-Star
that's
game.
good. Now.
That's fair.
So there's eight people in this.
That's a good lineup because they haven't had 8 very often.
No. And to me, when I was writing it down, I was like, damn, these are a lot of people. So the first person is Desmond Bain. Second, Luke Kennard, Zach LaVine, CJ McCollum, Patty Mills, Karl Anthony Towns, Fred VanVleet, and Trae Young. So who do you think out of that group has the best chance to win? Or who do you think will win?
I like Trae Young because of the deep ball that they have.
To me, Trae Young is the
he should be the favorite.
front runner for it. Yeah.
I was thinking either Trey or Carl.
Is that who you said before Trae Young? Carl?
Fred VanVleet.
Oh, Fred VanVleet. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Patty Mills.
Patty Mills is a good shooter.
I'm gonna go with Patty Mills.
Yeah.
Little underdog.
Yeah.
No one's really thinking about him.
It's kind of interesting to hear Zach LaVine in that. Like,
He's done it before.
Zach LaVine can shoot.
He's done
but
it
just
at
like
least once
I
before.
feel like you think of him like
For the
the
dunks.
dunk contest.
Right.
Yeah,
He's an all-around player now.
that was
though.
probably the last good dunk contest.
Yeah, him against Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Also, I think Luke Kennard can win this. Luke Kennard.
Sure, yeah.
Luke
I
Kennard.
think a lot of those guys have a good chance.
I mean, I guess okay, all these guys can
Yeah.
shoot, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to pick Trae Young personally because I feel like the people that
No, he's going to be
are
the
supposed to win usually don't. This kind of thing.
Can we also talk about the two guys who are not in it this year?
Clay and Steph.
I was
Yeah,
thank you.
When
Steph,
I heard that, I was kind of shocked. 'Cause I get it.
Steph Curry and Klay Thompson should be in this
Every time.
every
Yeah.
time in this competition every year.
I think I remember Steph saying that he was not going to do it anymore after he won, like, for the
I
second
think
time.
Yeah.
Which was before he won last year.
Okay.
Or 2 years, whatever it was. Yeah, last year. And he still did it last year, so, yeah. But anyways.
Also, one more thing I want to talk about NBA is your boy Steve Kerr. Actually, you guys' boys. Steve Kerr
Top 15 coach.
was a top 15 coach of all time. So you know the NBA did their top 75,
Yeah.
and they did top 15. I don't know how many they added on because I think they did.
Was this already a list?
Well, I think. Well, actually, it's a good point. I don't know if they.
This might
Like,
be the first
like
time.
if they did top 50, I don't know if they had like top 10 coaches or something like
Yeah,
that. You know
yeah,
what
I
mean?
don't know.
I don't know that.
I think this might be new.
Okay.
What was one? Do you know? Was it Pop or? Was
No, it was
I don't
just
know. It wasn't
there was no
order.
order.
Oh, okay.
But Steve
yeah.
Kerr was just a part of. See, I thought I was under the impression that Steve Kerr got added to this list. I could be wrong.
No, I think it's a fresh list, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually know notable guys were Steve Kerr, and I think he's deserving.
Yeah.
You go to 5 straight finals in a
Yeah,
modern
3,
era
yeah.
of basketball. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I know you
Yeah.
had. I mean, I know you had KD.
You got a great team.
But you could say Phil Jackson's the same way.
You can't have
Yes.
bad players.
Every
in one
coach
game.
on this list had a great team.
Yeah, you can't have bad players in one game.
I was gonna say he did what Mark Jackson couldn't do, right?
In a way.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, because he did win that first one
Mhm.
without KD, and the second one
Yep.
we all know what happened.
Right.
It was that close.
Yep.
Also, Don Nelson's on that list.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
I mean, it does seem hard to leave him off if he has the most wins.
Yes.
Yeah. By
Well,
only
I
a
think
few.
I think Greg Popovich is going to pass it.
He's going to soon, yeah, but he does right now, yeah.
Eric Spoelstra's on this list too,
Is he really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
which
That's.
I think he was going to be a Hall of Fame coach.
I think if the Heat didn't do what they're doing now, people would have just thought of him as the guy running the team when LeBron was in.
Well, it's funny you mention that because as of right now, I forgot that the Heat went to the finals 2 years ago.
right
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
when I predicted that.
And everybody else is, as you would think, yeah, you did predict that. That's one of your better takes on this podcast. But Steve Kerr, I think he's deserving. To me, what he's done for the Warriors.
Yeah.
He's,
Well,
completely.
and I was watching PTI today, and Wilbon was saying he thought that Rudy Tomjanovich and Billy Cunningham, I think, was the other guy that were not on there that he thought should have been on there. But Rudy had 2 championships and Billy
Yeah.
had 1, so I think that probably factors in.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at like Twitter, like Instagram. People were saying I saw someone say Mike D'Antoni, and I'm like,
Nah,
he kind of,
he never won anything.
he didn't win a
Yeah,
championship.
he never won.
No.
He's,
So-
he's been a good coach, but yeah. no.
Popovich is on there, Phil
Of
Jackson,
course.
Red Auerbach,
Yeah.
all those guys. All the guys that you would think would be on there. Chuck Daly's on there from those Pistons
There you go.
teams.
Yep.
He's deserving to be on there.
On topic with coaches, but not NBA. It's gonna be weird not seeing Coach K in college.
Yeah, I was
basketball
just
anymore.
someone mentioned that the other day when I was at work. I was like,
It's gonna be weird.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be weird.
Because
It hasn't aged.
Because it's
in
almost
30
like
years.
Yeah.
it's almost like he is college
a
basketball.
little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day John Wooden, minus like 5 championships. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you just you've met Coach K, you don't
Multiple
know
times,
Coach K,
yeah.
but you met Coach K, and
Danny
it'll,
knows him.
it'll definitely be weird.
We're like
They're
this,
buds.
And
You text him, right?
Yeah.
him and I aren't gonna act like that we watch college basketball a lot because we don't.
Yeah.
But I.
But everyone knows that name.
Yeah.
Like the court they play on is called Coach K Court.
Is it?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Well, what's the name of the actual arena? It's like
Rich Kid
something
Arena.
Fieldhouse or something?
Oh,
or
Rich
Kid Arena.
Yes, it's called something, but the court is called Coach K
Right.
Court.
Okay. Yeah.
Just with well deserving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyhow.
Also, I think you skipped our Olympic.
Oh, I did.
You did.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that now.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting for it. So the Olympics are on. Have you guys watched anything?
A little bit here and there.
Yeah.
What have you watched, Danny?
I watched Nathan Chen just tear it up in the figure skating. I actually did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it
It
good?
happened to be on. Oh, he killed it.
I have not watched any kind of figure
I'll be honest. Every time the figure skating comes on, I change it. And no disrespect, but it's just not my thing.
No, not my thing whatsoever, but I will admit, watching those guys move on skates, like knowing how difficult it is
Oh,
to
they're
skate,
impressive.
Those
I'm like,
guys,
holy shit.
Yeah.
they can skate better than they can walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey players, you know what I mean?
One thing I will say about watching some of these events is like a lot of these athletes make unnatural shit look really easy.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I made this comment. It's just weird. It doesn't feel the same. Just knowing that like the live competitions are on at like 3 a.m. Like.
And I think that's why we've said earlier, record low ratings.
Right.
For Winter Olympics.
I will say though, the stuff late at night last night that you and I were watching separately,
Yes.
obviously, was live.
Mhm.
So that was good. And when it was like 10 o'clock at night, probably 9:10.
The one thing I've watched a lot of, or decent amount of, is ski jumping.
I was watching some of that.
What those guys do,
Yeah.
I don't know, like they lean so far forward. and
They
go
almost become like
they're
a
like a flying
flying squirrel, yeah.
Exactly. Like
Wow.
the more I watch it, the more respect I have for these
Yeah.
guys and girls who do this. It's amazing. Like they go so far and they land. How do they not break their legs doing this? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, the trick ones are crazy because the skiers they go into the jump backwards.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Also, Sean White last night, he
Qualified.
qualified after his first run.
First run.
Yeah.
He
Spilled it. Yeah.
And after that, it's like, you got to hit the second one.
Right. Yeah.
He hit the second one. It's a pretty good run, and we both kind of said how
They overrated it. a
they.
little
I think
bit.
I think they
Oversold it.
overrated it.
Yeah.
But he did what he had to do to go to the next round.
Yep.
And now I believe it's on Thursday that they
Do the
finals
finals.
on Thursday. So root for Sean White always.
Flying
The
tomato.
dude's 34.
34.
I thought we looked it up and it was 35, but maybe it's 35.
I heard something on the radio
Either
today,
way.
and they said that Sean White has been, I think it was like professional snowboarding for like 48% of his life,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And he started as a skateboarder, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, well, he's from the like LA area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's from SoCal.
he's great at both.
Yeah.
But I think he's
He's a better snowboarder.
most
more,
known
more, yeah,
for
more
snowboarding.
decorated snowboarder.
Yeah, I mean, he goes to the X Games for skating all the time.
Yeah.
Another thing I watched was women's hockey. I caught the third period of the USA versus Canada.
Yeah.
Canada beat them.
That was just a
Yeah.
group play game,
yes,
right?
group play. Yeah, so I'm sure hopefully they'll play.
Got a chance for some revenge.
A little revenge because the women's team did beat them in the gold medal round 4 years ago.
18, yeah.
Yes,
Which we watched.
Which we watched.
In the shootout.
And we got,
Was it not 0-0 and then they won the shootout, or
I don't
maybe
remember.
1-1?
I just remember us being at your parents' house.
Yes.
I don't know where they were. They weren't there.
Yeah.
But we got hyped.
Yes.
It was awesome. So shout out to the ladies. Also, I watched a little bit of curling, and I realized it's not as fun. It's not as cool as I thought it was.
No, it's stupid. It's shuffleboard.
But they,
It's a drinking sport.
but they did win gold. The men's did
U.S.
4 years ago.
Oh,
US
yes,
men's
they did.
Oh
won.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Have you seen what they look like? The guys on that team.
I know the guy, the one beer
With
belly
the
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah. Yeah. They're yeah.
Athletes.
Definitely frat boys.
Yeah, and the official Olympic medal count, the top three are the Russian Olympic Committee with 11 as of right now. Norway has 10, and then Austria in third with 10 also. Or,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you know where the United States is at?
They have 7 medals. I don't know where they are. They're tied somewhere in there, but they have.
I know the female snowboarder got the first gold for U.S. I can't remember her name. Wasn't like Chloe, but
Jacob Ellis?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But she got the first U.S. gold.
I think it was Jacob Ellis.
So the U.S.
What's the last
the U.S. needs to
Step it up.
step it up a little
Yeah.
bit. Yes, thank you. And not surprised though. I think do they ever really dominate the Winter Olympics?
I feel like they're always in
In the mix a little
yeah,
bit.
I would say so.
But places like Russia, Norway, and Austria that probably have more snow
Yeah.
than the United States does. Not surprising that they have more medals at this point. So
Right.
we'll see next week where they're at
Yep.
and where everybody else is at.
It does suck that Michaela Schifrin spilled in both of her two top events.
Mhm.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
she was not happy about that.
Gonna be gosh, what's her event? It's like slope style. The local girl Jamie Anderson struggled with the slope style, but she's
Oh,
got a
did
big
she?
air event. Yeah, I mean she was one
Did
of
it,
the people.
it already happened? It's already done.
Slope
Slope
style
style?
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
she got like 9th.
Damn, and that's
Yeah,
like one
and
of her
she
best,
was
right?
that was her goal that she has.
Yeah.
but she's got
I
big
totally
hair.
forgot about that.
She was one of the people that complained of the conditions. A lot of athletes have been complaining about the COVID conditions up there. Just like
Is it the COVID conditions or like the man-made snow
the
conditions?
COVID conditions. The snow is also a comment, but of like being underfed. There was some, I can't remember where she was from, like Switzerland or something, that she came out of the video just like breaking down, crying of how like mentally.
Like, what are they doing? Is you're talking about like the restrictions that they have or something, or?
Yeah, and just like underfeeding the athletes, like their living conditions isn't great. Jamie came out about it too, and then there's an article that was comparing her to Simone Biles.
She had the same issues last
Well,
year.
just like how mental health has been.
Screwed with her.
Yeah. But also needs to be noted. Hey, all you people, you know what I can't believe? Jamaica, we are a bobsled team. First time they qualified since the Cool Runnings.
Oh, is that right? I
Yeah.
haven't watched the bobsled.
I've never seen Cool Runnings.
I haven't seen it either.
You guys are sad. Great movie.
Maybe tonight.
John Candy.
John Candy's in that, right? He's Uncle Buck, you mean? Oh, no, John.
He is Uncle Buck, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of John
But
Candy.
that's not his name, no.
No, when I think of John Candy, I think Uncle Buck.
Yeah. I can't get into the bobsled and the luge shit because it's just so fucking redundant. Like I can't tell the difference between what the fastest guy is doing and what the least fast person is doing. You know?
True, but it would be really crazy to do that sport because they are.
I'm sure it'd be
flying.
fun to be in that thing.
How would you guys feel about Olympic sport snowball fighting?
I'm in. And then is dodgeball in the Summer Olympics?
No.
Because if that's the case, then both.
Boom. I like it. I like
I
it.
like the way you think.
Any other Olympic stuff? I mean,
Not that I have.
yeah. I've been watching actually a lot of speed skating just because it's been on. But it's kind of funny to watch that. The one that cracked me up was the relay speed skating in the shorter track. Because when the people that are part of the relay are in the middle of the track, like scoping out their person that they're gonna take the baton from, essentially, and they literally cut them off, and then the person just shoots them. It's pretty funny to watch.
I still remember when the Apollo Ono
Apollo.
fad was going on.
Oh yeah, he was big time.
Yeah.
Like 8 years ago
Yeah,
or
he
something
was good.
like that.
Apollo Ono was on a show called Minute to Win It that
Yeah.
I watched on Netflix a few years ago.
Wasn't Guy like the host of that show?
I don't remember the host. I remember Apollo Ono was definitely the host of it.
Oh, he was the host of it, Apollo.
Apollo Ono was the host.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of like the Howie Mandel of Deal or No Deal. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
No,
Trying to
you're
make
right.
sense
I'm
of
pretty
that.
sure that Guy Fieri was
Oh, okay. Or maybe.
The host of a game show.
of the minute to win it. At
Or
least
maybe-
at one
or
point.
maybe
I
I'm
mean, he
think-
might took over.
Maybe
could've
I'm thinking of a
switched, yeah.
different show. No, I know.
It's all right. We can move on.
Okay.
It's not something to
I looked at you for Howie Mandel because I've called you Howie Mandel in the past. See a little soul patch.
I have the soul patch phase. It's a little bit more here now.
Very good.
Did you bake the head too? That would be sick.
I baked the head. It took me a second to realize what we were talking about.
Only I can get away with that.
You did do that.
Not
kind of accidentally.
Not on no, it was completely on accident.
When was that?
Oh, this was summer, probably 5 or 6 years.
Like
5 years
shaved
ago.
head.
5 years. Oh yeah. I was shaving my own head, and I got
With a clipper.
With a clipper, and I probably got down to a 2 all around. And I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh okay. I had a couple strands on top. I didn't realize. I forgot that I took off.
Oh no!
I took off like the what's it called?
The clipper?
The clipper.
You get the Joe Rogan rocking, huh?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I went, bzz, just a part of my head shaved. And I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I was like, I can't leave it like this. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shave the whole fucking thing like this. I had to. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep it shaved.
Would have been pretty gangster if you left.
It would look terrible.
Have a little American History X look going on.
Dude, I looked like I was a white supremacist.
Bro.
Great movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I looked like one of those guys for sure.
Yo.
I was so, like, the first 10 minutes, I was so fucking mad at myself. I was like, how am I this fucking dumb that I pulled some shit like this? And, you know, like, the next day, I remember I went to Tahoe, like, the next day, because I was working Tahoe for, like, you know, the summer. And I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, it doesn't look that bad." I'm like, "You're lying to me right now." And I remember I said bye to my grandma, and I showed it to her. And she was like, "Honestly, it doesn't look that bad." I'm like, thinking to myself, "You are lying to yourself right now. It looks terrible. It looked bad." Luckily, my head had a decent shape to it.
Yeah, your head really didn't look at
In
that.
Tahoe, did you have to have sunscreen on your dome?
Dude, I wore a hat. And the first like couple days I was in Tahoe, I think I even sprayed sunscreen. I still got sunburnt as fuck on my head. Like, I need like SPF 1000 on this
Shit.
shit, you know. I don't know how we got to that, but here we are.
Howie Mandel.
That is how we got there.
Anyways,
that is
that's
how
your all.
that is how we.
No,
Mandel
just
got
stop.
there.
Just stop.
Okay, yeah.
It's alright, we'll let that one
Okay.
pass.
and this is how we are going to move on to the NFL.
Super
Bowl week. First, we're going to start with talking about the head coaching hires that happened.
Yes.
All the positions are filled now. Jaguars hired Doug Peterson, former Eagles head coach. Interesting move. We'll see how that works. Second chance for him. He's a Super Bowl winner.
Yes. With Nick Foles
Yeah, with Nick Foles.
against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Boom. Dolphins hired Mike McDaniel, 49ers OC.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hearing too much about that. Vikings are going to be eventually hiring Kevin O'Connell. It's not official yet, but he's the Rams offensive coordinator. Texans are promoting Lovie Smith from defensive coordinator, and the Saints are promoting Dennis Allen, their defensive coordinator.
Terrible.
You think so? I mean,
Well,
Dennis-
I think of it because he was so bad with the Raiders.
Yeah,
But the
he
Raiders
was.
are also dog shit.
right. And Dennis
Or
Allen has
the,
been the
the Raiders were dog shit.
Yeah,
Now they're not as much dog shit as they were.
right. I think Dennis Allen has been there for like 5 years
I think
now.
he has,
So I think they're just trying to go with continuity.
Trying to stay in house.
Right.
Classic Jerry Jones move.
Yeah.
Do we know if the Vikings said no to Harbaugh, or did Harbaugh say no to the Vikings?
Sounds like Harbaugh said no to the
Yeah,
Vikings.
it sounds like that's the case.
'Cause he came out saying that he's happy where he's at. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think he went down there because he wanted to come to the NFL and realized that wasn't where he wanted to be. So, but that kind of burned him because he lost both of his coordinators in the process
Yeah.
at Michigan. But yeah, I don't know. Anything stand out to you?
I just want to know you guys' opinions, or at least yours, on Mike McDaniel.
I mean, he was only the offensive coordinator for 1 year.
Okay.
But he was respected, it sounded like. I mean, Deebo Samuel said that he would spend every Tuesday all day in Mike McDaniel's offense talking about the game plan. And he even spoke with Dolphins front office when he was interviewing for the job
Oh, wow.
to kind of promote him, I guess.
The one thing about Mike McDaniel that I saw on Instagram was that
I think I saw this too.
he was, they're doing like a post-game interview or something like that.
Yeah,
and
press
the
conference.
the press conference, and the dude talking to him, his name was Mike Jones. He's like, "Hi, Mike Jones here," and asked him a question, and he goes,
Who?
"Who? Who?" He's like, "Mike Jones, what's up?" So based off that, this dude's
Yeah.
my type of guy.
Yeah,
So
he's funny.
good for him for getting the Dolphins job. And
He's kind of a dorky looking dude. He wears
Glasses.
no hat,
Yeah.
or anything. Just got like kind of the flowy hair.
he looks like one of us.
Yeah, he
You
just
know what
looks
I
like another guy.
Looks like one of us.
Yeah.
He looks better than us, let's be honest.
No, like when I say one of us,
Yeah,
it's,
just
it's like Paul Rudd. He's one of us. You know what I mean?
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who's that?
Who'd have thought?
Not me.
Not me. Yeah, I mean, good for him. We'll see. He actually, I mean, he's been trying to become a head coach in the NFL for a long
I
time.
mean,
so.
does Shanahan kind of have the stigma that he runs that offense? Kind of, he's the offensive
Shanahan
mind.
has been
So,
quite.
I mean, we'll have to see how that
Yeah.
affects us.
I don't see it making a huge difference. I think Mike McDaniel's just more of a protege than anything.
I'm interested to see what Mike McDaniel will do with Tua.
Yeah.
If we'll give him a chance for the full year.
Oh, I think so. I don't think he would have taken that job and said, "We're dumping Tua."
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a terribly high draft pick, and they still won 9 games.
Yes, they did.
The one that cracks me up out of these, I don't know how close it was, but how Josh McCown was like, got a second interview and it like came down to Lovey and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh McCown is like an offensive coordinator for a high school team.
That's what I was gonna say. I looked at his I was like, has he ever coached anywhere? He's like, no, high school. Like,
And that's what makes me think, what I heard on the podcast I
would
listened
have
to.
been funny
is,
to see him there.
Like, could you imagine if they would have hired him and not Lovie Smith based
That
off...
would have been.
like-
what's going on? With
Well,
the-
yeah,
that
that's,
would've been.
and there's talk that that's
Like-
the reason they hired Levy,
Exactly.
is because it would have been outrage.
And I do love to see people of color being head coaches or being a coach of high
Right.
degree in the NFL. But this feels like to me, this is only going to be maybe a year or two.
Yeah, I mean, the whole David Coley situation already was fucked. They gave him 1 year, and it made it seem like he wasn't even the guy they wanted. In the
Don't be
first year.
don't be surprised when Josh McCown's the coach in like 2 years.
We'll see. I mean, who knows?
I
Well,
think he
it's-
has more experience personally, but
Yeah.
Well, 'cause I think Josh McCown got
Did he get an offensive coordinator job? or
yeah
something?
for the Texans.
Oh, for the
Oh,
Texans.
I think he's coaching for the
Oh,
Texans.
I didn't see that.
So I think what they're going to do for him is let him get in the
Groom
ranks a
him a
little
little
bit,
bit.
and then
Yeah.
so they have more of a right to do
exactly.
Interesting.
It's not just like, oh, you're a high school coach, join
it. Do you
us.
think there's
Yeah.
truth to this? Like the
Conspiracy wise,
this one right here? It looks
dirty.
dirty
Yeah.
for sure. And for Lovie Smith, it sucks because I don't think he deserves that. And
he was
I
a
don't-
head coach before, right?
no, yeah, he took
Yeah,
he
he
took the
went to the
Bears
Super
to
Bowl.
a Super Bowl.
Okay,
with
that's
Rex
right.
Grossman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean that's a feat in itself.
I mean,
Well, the defense.
I mean, that
did
Bears
it.
defense-
Sure, yeah,
yeah,
they're
and
good.
Peanut Tillman,
They're good,
Brian
yeah.
Urlacher,
Yeah, I'm not,
And Devin, right?
not questioning that.
Devin Hester,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem like to me a long term thing for Lovie
Yeah.
Smith.
Is this his? Sorry, just bringing up Devin Hester. Is this his first year on the ballot? Because I've been seeing his name pop up.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I think so.
Well, when it comes to the position, he has to be.
Best
He's the,
returner.
he's the best
Yeah.
to do it.
Other news: Alvin Kamara got arrested after the Pro Bowl.
I saw the best.
He might be in big time trouble because he fucked somebody.
I
else.
saw that picture of the
Yeah.
guy. Not pretty.
Really, I didn't see the picture of the
Yeah.
guy.
I mean,
But not to make light of the situation, the best meme was Alvin Kamara's the only guy to hit somebody during the Pro Bowl.
oh my god! Did you guys watch any of the Pro Bowl?
No.
Not 1 second.
I watched.
didn't even realize
I
it was
watched
on.
like a fucking drive. That was it. You know?
I just couldn't. I had to stand my ground and just.
It's such a joke.
I was watching it and realized the Olympics were on, and then realized that NASCAR was on, so I threw on NASCAR.
There you
Well,
go.
between NASCAR and the Olympics.
Gotcha.
Oh, when's our draft day?
We'll talk about this after the show.
Okay.
Because I have ideas about what we're gonna do.
All right. I thought it may be fucking interesting. Sorry, guys.
I don't want to go on and on about it.
No, you're good.
You got any other NFL stuff other than Super Bowl?
No, we're gonna. Oh, no, never mind.
Predictions, or are we doing that later?
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now.
Oh.
All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The Super Bowl.
Yes,
Le Super Bowl.
we got Bengals and we got Rams.
Who would you take, a Bengal or a Ram? I think I'm going Bengal.
Bengal.
Yeah, Bengal.
Gotta
easily.
go with Bengal.
Yeah, Bengal would rip a Ram.
They
Up.
got claws.
Yeah, and they're just fucking
Rams have horns.
feisty. They run way faster too.
A Bengal would beat a Ram.
I mean, a Ram, they like the whole headbutting thing. That would be scary, but I'm taking a Bengal.
I wouldn't want to fuck with a Bengal. I don't think I could take a Ram, but I wouldn't fuck with a Bengal.
Oh, I can take a Ram. Bring me Aaron Donald in. I'll take him.
Bring me a shotgun.
Fuck.
Anyways, so what do we think about this game? Anything that stands out as far as matchups or?
The defensive line for the Rams against the offensive line
That's
of the
scary.
Bengals.
That's scary.
Jalen Ramsey versus Jamar Chase. Why does it feel like every good corner always talks shit? Maybe besides Darrelle Revis.
Yeah, he was the quietest kid in the
Jalen
corner.
Ramsey is loud.
Yeah, but he's fucking good.
He's good.
Yeah, he does his job.
Also, looking back at the draft with Zeke, they should have drafted Ramsey.
Wouldn't have hurt.
It wouldn't have hurt.
He'd be a Cowboy still.
He'd be a Cowboy still for sure.
Him and Diggs.
Like Zeke, short term was the answer, but long term I think Ramsey would have been better for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think so.
Enough of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that's a good matchup, or a bad matchup for the Bengals. Put it that way.
But people forget, on the other side of the football, you also got T. Higgins, who's no laughing matter.
yeah,
That dude
and,
can fucking play.
and Tyler Boyd's a great slot receiver as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have weapons for sure. And then
This to me is one of the most random Super Bowls that I could ever.
oh,
remember.
totally.
Or
I mean,
just,
the
or
Rams-
it came out of nowhere. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think the funniest way to look at it for me is like if you look at the colors of the teams, you got like the Rams that are, primary colors.
Black and orange.
No, the Rams are primary colors.
The Rams are black and orange, you're right.
Yeah.
They're primary colors. And you got the Bengals who are black.
Yeah.
And then orange, which is the secondary color. It doesn't look right on the page.
Yeah, I mean we're big black and orange fans around
We
here.
are.
So, rock all your Giants gear.
Boom boom. But
I mean this game. Like who'd you rather have as your quarterback, Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Right now?
Mhm.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
question.
I
How
think
about for not for the
Like,
future, like for a game?
I think I'm still taking Joe Burrow, but I could see the argument for Matt Stafford, of course. I mean, he's obviously experienced, but he really isn't that experienced if you think about it. This is only like his 6th playoff game.
I always laughed at Stafford, or just like how his hype, because you also remember he spent how many years with the arguably greatest receiver of all time.
Yeah, he's
With
playing
Megatron?
with Calvin. Yeah,
I think anybody could have thrown the ball up to him and
yeah.
looked good.
But the li-
Megatron does. Calvin Johnson does love Matt Stafford though. Like if you ask him about it.
But the
I
Lions
watched
as a
that
franchise, the Lions as a franchise though were shit.
They were a dumpster.
They're still shit. They're not great.
Yeah.
They never have been great.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Barry Sanders and Megatron both left
Before they were
before they were like has-beens. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they could have played a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you like Matt Stafford more than Joe Burrow?
I do from the standpoint of the experience.
Sure, I think that's fair. Yeah.
And you know, I know Joe Burrow has the swag and all that, but Matt Stafford has been through the ruins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think just Matt Stafford's mistakes are, you know, they hurt him more. Like Joe Burrow doesn't make the same mistakes that Stafford does.
That's true.
I mean, someone made a great point, you know, the other day that, you know, Matt Stafford could have thrown one of the dumbest interceptions of all time unless
If
Jacoby Tartt comes down with it,
Yeah.
which is not a, you know, and
Jesus, don't
he
mind me.
and he does that pretty
that was
often.
bad.
He did that frequently this year, you know.
Yeah.
Even though the Rams were good, he
Yeah.
still did that frequently.
I do know what you're saying. Like Joe Burrow does seem to be more of a fundamentally better.
He's just
quarterback.
I think he's a little more poised in the pocket. if
But I
you will.
don't think I think experience to me does go a long way.
I wouldn't discount that at all. But I think I like Joe Burrow
Yeah.
better right now.
It does make me nervous knowing what he got sacked 9 times against the Titans. Now he's going against Donald and Von Miller
Right.
and that entire.
I would think they'll probably come out with a game plan that's going to be, I wouldn't say run heavy, but they'll have a lot of runs first second down, and then short passing as well.
And Von Miller's looking like Von Miller.
Yeah, he's
Super Bowl 50.
he's getting back. He's getting back. It took him a while.
And it's nice because he doesn't have to worry about it as much because they're worried about Aaron Donald.
Exactly.
Who Aaron Donald could be the Super Bowl MVP of
Mm-hmm.
this game if it comes down to it.
Wow.
If he makes the plays, he could
Yeah.
for sure.
Prediction?
Well, no. I know the quarterback usually goes to the quarterback because I wanted to say Cooper Kupp could be a Super Bowl MVP.
That's not impossible.
But if he gets it, then like why doesn't Matt Stafford get it? You know
I mean, it could be a situation where Stafford, you know,
Or
goes
maybe-
for like 220 yards and 2 picks and only 1 touchdown. With the 1 touchdown's a Cup.
and
he's
Kupp,
got,
and
like,
maybe
12
Kupp has
catches.
okay.
Some
Or
stupid
Kupp has
thing.
like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
or
or
something
something.
like that.
Yeah. It's possible.
Should we make a prediction of Super Bowl MVP?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Because picking one player is fairly bold, no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we don't have to take a shot for him. I mean, like just
Or you just would pick, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. let's I mean, I
We
don't
should
know.
just take a shot anyways. What do you think?
Well, Danny's taking 2.
What?
So what is?
No,
Is-
we'll get
is
to
it? Okay.
We'll get to it
Alright.
after the Super Bowl.
God.
Who do you-
Do I have it?
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
I'm gonna take. I'm just go Burrow. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
I was gonna go Burrow myself. I can't root for an LA team.
I'm
I'm not even saying that rooting. I think that's gonna
I'm
happen.
going Cooper Cup.
Here we go.
I'm going Cooper Cup.
Cup.
Cooper Cup.
Yeah, I mean, I just
We'll
gotta
do half
go
shots of
with
it.
who is gonna win. Obviously,
We'll get to the picks. We'll get to the picks.
Don't touch me. Oh yeah, half shots. Huh?
I'm not Dylan. Half shot, pours it like right there.
Well, you were close on yours.
Yours is pretty close.
Jesus Christ.
I was not bad on yours either. I'm thirsty.
So I have some.
Shoot me.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, fucking. send
Super
it.
Bowl stats. First one: the Rams are technically the road team in this game because of a designation that alternates each year between AFC and NFC champion,
Saw that.
which is
Wow, that's
ironic
rare.
because the Rams are playing in SoFi Stadium, where they play home games. So that's kind of interesting.
I thought that was Niner Stadium.
You can't spell SoFi without SF. The Bengals, though, on the other hand, are wearing black uniforms. Did you guys know this? They're wearing black uniforms.
Good. They should.
But
those are
actually,
What's the record with black
I'm
uniforms?
gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
No, actually,
I knew you were.
not them. But since Super Bowl 39, teams that do not wear white are 3-14. I thought that was interesting.
And
Here's
the
a
Niners
good
have worn
question.
red both times, right?
Who has the worst uniforms?
Oh, I think the Bengals uniforms are awesome.
No, wait. Out of the two teams,
Yeah. Those
the
helmets though
no,
are rough.
No,
The
Bengals.
only thing that has going for those helmets is that they're kind of classic at this point now.
I like the stripes. I think they're dope.
I
I think they're
think-
unique.
I think the Rams
They're
uniforms
terrible.
are so bad for what that franchise has done.
They look
And how
high
they do.
school. They
They're-
look high
they're
school.
bad.
It's
yeah.
the numbers. It's like the shiny numbers.
No, it's also like the helmet color,
Yeah.
the way that horn is like that weird line.
And
in
the
middle.
fade on the number on the home unis.
Yeah.
Stupid. And then the white uniforms just look like they look high school.
Yeah.
They really do.
The Bengals are looking to win their first Super Bowl in their franchise history.
That's crazy. I mean,
And there are, including the Bengals, 12 teams that have not won the Super Bowl.
That's
Isn't
great.
that-
That's a
isn't
lot.
that-
12 out of 32.
That's a lot. I don't have all 12 here, but I'm sure you could probably guess at least half of them on top of your
Yeah.
head.
have the Lions won one?
No,
Nope.
they've never even been to one.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I know, it's like
neither are
Lions,
the Browns.
Jags.
Neither the it's the Lions, Browns, Jags, Texans, but the Texans have been around since.
You know the Browns have won like
Same with
8
Jags.
championships, but before the Super Bowl era, or something like that. I don't know if it's 8 exactly, but
Yeah.
they won a bunch of championships before the Super Bowl era.
The Browns have?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the
like AFL. or
same
NFL
with the
champions.
Packers too.
Yeah.
So I think they claimed like 8 championships, but it was before the Super Bowl era. So.
Right.
Also, this is the youngest head coach matchup in Super Bowl history. Sean McVay is 36, Zach Taylor is 38. Wasn't there a Dolphins player named Zach Taylor?
You're thinking of
No, I'm not thinking of Troy
Jason
Taylor's
Taylor?
brother. I thought wasn't there a Zach
there's
Taylor?
Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas.
Yeah,
so
he was
thinking-
good. He was really
Was he
good.
on the Dolphins?
Yeah, he was a linebacker.
Thank you.
It was back in the day when like Brian Urlacher and he were like the 2 best linebackers in football.
Yes.
It always intrigues me, or just like how recently the coaches in NFL have just gotten so much younger, and it's like kind of gone away from this like former player coach to like
Yeah,
statistics and the books.
analytics.
Like
yeah.
analytics.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
This is the second Super Bowl with 2 number 1 picks at starting quarterback.
That's pretty cool.
Can you name the first one?
Ooh,
I'll give you a hint if you need it.
let's think. Was it before or after 2000?
After.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, there hasn't been too many options.
Because it wouldn't have been Peyton, because he wasn't even a first round. Actually, first pick. You said first overall pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Was Banner first overall?
No. I think I can get this.
After 2000, there's only been like 5 options. It's either Tom, who's not, obviously.
Yeah. Was Matt? I'm thinking. No, not Matt Ryan.
Well, you have me.
Was Rex
wait,
Grossman?
you have me all fucked up now.
Did you say first overall or first round?
It's a Super Bowls with 2 number 1 picks starting at quarterback in the
Number
Super
one.
Bowl.
Okay. Oh, Cam and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, didn't you say Peyton wasn't though?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
Peyton wasn't he?
I think-
he
yeah,
was. Yeah, he was.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Well, you said that, and I was like, wait, was he
Because
not?
I was thinking it was number 2, but no, the Colts were number 1. They drafted him
Yeah.
instead of Ryan Leaf. Okay.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job. Good job.
Fuck yeah, Cam and Peyton. Let's go.
Yeah. And that wasn't that long. That was Super Bowl 50. That wasn't.
That was
6
just-
years ago.
Yeah, just the other day
Cam had a stellar performance.
Also,
in our backyard.
Also, we watched that game at your parents' house.
Oh, we did. That was a shitty Super Bowl.
Cam had a stellar performance.
It wasn't. It was. It wasn't. It actually wasn't that bad. Remember, Cam,
I mean, it was. I know.
Cam fumbled, didn't go for
Yeah,
it,
that
and
was
that's what.
embarrassing.
Yeah, and then the Broncos scored.
Broncos defense just owned them.
That might be more embarrassing than the butt fumble, just because of the bigger of the game.
Right. I mean, the butt fumble was
That fumble's
it
bad.
was just a.
To me, it's like.
I will say that play was overhyped for its shittiness.
To me,
but-
it's like Cam Newton. Like this is the game of your life.
And you're gonna fucking.
That's
shy
what
away
I'm
from the
saying.
ball.
Like that's what makes it more embarrassing.
And this was
Yeah.
a Panthers team that went 15-1.
They
lost
dominated.
one game up
Yeah,
to that point.
They were 17-1 going
Keekly
in.
on that team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
The Greg
He might have
Olsen.
been defensive player of the year. that year.
I don't think Steve Smith was on that team though. I think he was on the Ravens at that point.
You're right. Yeah, I think he was gone. But yeah, they were stacked. for sure.
The winner of the coin toss has lost the last 7 Super Bowls.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna wait till after the coin toss to make my pick. Is that okay?
Most bet on thing in the Super Bowl in history is the coin toss.
Is that
I would think it's either that or the national anthem.
It's the coin toss because you have your best odds.
That's good, 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah. Also, for just Super Bowl, because I have a Joe Burrow section too, short Joe Burrow section. Chris Collinsworth is calling the Super Bowl,
There you go. Bengals.
and he's a former Bengal, and I think that is so cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, he was,
He was on the team that lost to the Niners, right?
I think he was on both.
Yeah. Oh, was he actually on
He
both?
might have been on both.
Because they were like about 9 years apart, something like that. The games. 8 or 9.
Maybe he might have been on one then, but
Yeah. I don't know.
So, I got 2 Joe Burrow stats. No quarterback has won the Heisman, National Championship, and the Super Bowl. Burrow has a chance to do it in 3 years.
No one's ever done it before.
Not, I don't think he's a starting quarterback. No.
Damn, that's pretty
A
awesome.
Heisman, National Championship, and a Super Bowl.
That'd be tight.
And the second one is you guys need to give me a little guess after I ask you this.
Okay.
He has a chance, Joe Burrow, to become the 3rd player to win a national championship and Super Bowl as a starter. Can you name the other 2?
Natty.
Let's see, is
As a starter.
it like Troy Aikman
I don't think he was Heisman. Or I think it was Natty.
I'm not going to give you anything.
or Staubach? And Peyton didn't win a natty, huh?
No.
I can give you a.
I think Rogers.
I can give you a big hint whenever you guys need it.
Yeah, I think I need it.
Both quarterbacks are named Joe.
And he could be the 3rd Joe.
Exactly.
So Joe, name it.
That's a good one. Is that one of them?
It is one of them.
Yeah.
It can't be Montana.
No,
right?
Montana didn't win a national. Did
It
he?
is Joe Montana.
He won a
Really?
national championship?
It is Joe
I
With
don't
Notre
remember that.
Dame?
I didn't think that. God, I'm a terrible Niner fan.
At least that's what I saw on SportsCenter, and I screenshot it.
There you go.
Yes, he's possible 3rd Joe to be in this group, which tops off all these Super Bowl stats because it's amazing.
So on that note, I'm picking. Just kidding.
So we still have to do our
Rochambeau.
yes,
Yeah.
our Rochambeau.
I'm gonna do this really quick before we do that. That was hot. Yeah. So, do we need to talk about anything else before?
Should we take these first?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Shooter McGooter.
How could you forget?
You want me to pour some more in your glass? We didn't cheers, sorry.
Water.
Starts throwing up.
That's why we skipped out the audio because we replaced it with water.
Right. That
Yeah.
was pretty clean.
Yeah. Ooh. Jesus.
Arrowhead. Water. Arrowhead.
I thought you were talking about the Chiefs Stadium. I'm just in football mode right now, dude. Yeah, so let's Rochambeau for
So,
first pick.
should we explain why? They probably know, right?
Yeah, so we've been picking games throughout the playoffs. We've been alternating choices on picks. You've won every handshake or Rochambeau. So
Have
far.
I?
Yeah. We're both 3-2 coming into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or no, 3-3 I think now.
What is it?
Because we
1,
both
2,
lost.
3, or is it 1, 2, 3, shoot?
No, that's a joke, right?
What?
It's always Rochambeau.
Oh, is it Rochambeau?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rochambeau.
Yeah. It's Rocham, and then you do what you want to
It's
do.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau, right?
Yeah, it's Rochambeau.
Rochambeau.
Anyhow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think we're both 3-3.
Okay.
Because we both lost 2 weeks ago.
And the spread on this game is
4.
it's 4 now. I saw it was
Yeah.
4.
4 in favor of the Rams.
Rams,
Deep
yes.
toes. Do you know who you're picking already? If you get first pick?
Yes.
Okay.
But is this going to count towards? Because we're all going to say well who we think are going to win.
Yeah, so we'll have another
Yeah, it's
conversation.
a different
Yeah.
conversation. Yes.
Alright.
And this is like whoever wins wins.
Yeah.
It's not our normal bullshit. Okay.
Loser takes a shot?
No.
Why not?
Wait, of what?
Of the picks thing, like
Oh, not right now.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're
Right.
good. Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
I'm not trying to take no shot right now.
Bitch.
Yes!
Who you
I'm
want?
taking Rams -4.
Woo! I was gonna take the Bengals, so let's go.
Okay,
baby.
let's go.
I was trying to, you caught my psych out and you did it. You could have won that.
What? Rochambeau?
You're a Sambo. You keep showing it so you get to your head and you get scissors first.
Rochambeau.
The YouTube viewers will understand.
Anyways. Okay, so you're taking Rams -4, so you think the Rams are gonna win?
Yes.
By how much? 1,000? 1,000? 2,000? 3,000?
Well,
-4.
You're gonna win by 4.5?
I actually, for the sake of what we do for our picks, I think I'll pick them to cover, but I do think they'll win by less than that. I think it could be a closer game.
Okay.
Even though I know I had said last week that it could be a blowout, I've kind of thought about it.
I thought I was thinking that way, and I've for some reason I've tricked myself into thinking the Bengals are going to win this game.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like Stafford is going to be the reason they lose, and I could eat my words next week, but I just feel like Joe Burrow has a little bit of that and Stafford has the ability to wreck this game in the wrong way for the Rams. And I think on paper, there's no question that the Rams stack up way better than the Bengals, like in most facets. But for some reason, I feel like if they let the Bengals hang around, the Bengals are going to win this game. Probably on the last second game.
I'm picking Rams. You're picking Bengals. Danny, who do you got?
I'm the deciding factor.
No, you just, whatever you.
I grab my Bengals helmet and throw it on, baby.
All right, Lee. Lee Corso.
And is this from your heart, or do you not want to pick for the Rams?
This is from my heart.
Okay.
That's cute.
Also, I don't want to pick the Rams.
Well, thank you. That's why I asked.
Like, I really was like, God, the Rams probably are going to, they could win by 2 scores easily.
Well, that's what we were
Thinking
saying
about
last
it,
week.
You know, week after week.
Because I just feel like the NFL's due, or at least the playoffs are due for another blowout.
For a dad.
I'll say
It's
this.
a good call.
I'll be honest. If the Bengals win, it's going to be a close game. If the Rams win, it's going to be a total blowout.
It could be 14 points plus. I agree.
The Rams need to blow them out, I think, to win. Because if they let them hang around, it could be misfortune for them.
Yeah. I think the best part of this whole Super Bowl, like we said, halftime show.
I'm kind of stoked. I can't
It's
lie.
gonna be. Hey,
I can't lie.
hey, when we're here watching it, we gotta turn up the fucking stereos. Tell Garrett
Yeah.
to pause the music. We got some real shit. He ain't gonna like it because by that time he's gonna be 5 shots deep, 3 beers in. He's gonna be like, "Fuck this! You guys are all old. I want to hear all this old school hip hop."
They should just let Kendrick do the whole part and just everybody else step
Just
up.
watch.
Yeah.
Get your
Just watch.
popcorn ready.
Yeah, they could just be like, they could be hype men in the background. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And you're off. Garrett's off, which is great. You're gonna be here.
I'm not.
I'm gonna be here. Everyone's gonna be here.
You're going to be here?
Yeah.
Eek.
Sorry.
What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Jake from State Farm.
You wish you knew what I was wearing. What are you gonna wear?
Probably nothing.
Just a sock.
Just, yeah,
I'm
just-
definitely coming then.
just RHCP style.
What are you wearing?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
We
Just
sound like women. What are you wearing tonight?
What?
No offense, women. We love women.
oh yeah, easy.
We do, not you. God.
But can I also mention, this is our last NFL show of the year, or actually of the season,
we'll be talking about the game next week, of course. But
or the last. This will be the last game that we
preview,
watch,
last preview, yeah, last game
Which
of
is-
the year.
which to me is always sad.
I
I
can't.
love the NFL. It's my favorite
Yeah.
sport to watch by far.
It's
And
been
you
an
guys
amazing
both
season.
feel the same way,
It's been an amazing
Yeah.
season.
right?
For me, it's the only sport that I can watch every single game, no matter who's playing, and enjoy it.
Exactly.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, because I think you watch a random NBA regular season game or baseball, it's not the same.
You just don't care.
You gotta have your team in it, right? So that's a good point. But I think the whole season has been awesome. I mean, there was a lot of parity this year. A lot of teams that fell apart and teams that came from Niners, for example, were 3-5 and they've made the playoffs.
Probably a lot of what ifs if the season would happen like without any hiccups with all the.
They did really well as far as
COVID
keeping that
restrictions
in
and whatnot,
line. This year is obviously last year was a fucking toss up if it was gonna happen or not, but
The NFL always wins.
they always win. And they
The
did-
house always wins.
had another great year.
Another great year.
That's why I hope the Super Bowl is a good game because that would just top it off.
Yeah.
Cherry on top.
And again, the first time in like 10 years, it's not either featuring Brady,
Peyton, Big Ben, or the
Peyton,
Niners.
Big Ben, or the Niners. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. No, I think
That
that's
is
yeah.
what it is.
That's pretty funny. And the Niners only went to fucking 2.
Yeah.
But that's how we
It's
got
almost like they had to throw in the Niners. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, that's how they establish it. Yeah, because the Niners play the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Mhm.
Ravens have been always in the mix as long as we've been alive, essentially.
Danny, what time is it?
It's 7:59.
It's time for last call.
It's time for last call.
Did you watch the NHL All-Star game?
I did not. No.
Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
I did not.
Did you watch the Bush Clash?
I did not.
God, you're not a sportsman at all.
No.
What are you doing on this podcast?
What the fuck, bro? It's okay. We still love you just the same. Did you watch the NHL All-Star game?
No.
Not one bit? Not a second?
No.
Pro Bowl?
Yes.
One drive?
Yes.
Bush Clash?
Yes.
How much?
10 laps.
Did you only watch the main event? Because there was a lot of prelims, by the way.
I think I might have watched the prelims. Now, was there all the cars on there at one point?
There was the main event had 23 cars.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, so there was the heats had like
I watched heats then.
10 apiece or
Gotcha.
something like that. Yeah, or maybe like 17.
Did you tell me
apiece.
they fit 23 cars in that little ass course?
Yeah, it was tight. It was tight.
Like literally or
Yes.
figuratively? Or
Both.
No, it was cool. Like the LA Coliseum has had so many legendary.
The fact that they squeaked
Thanks.
it all in was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a little hokey because the track was not meant for NASCAR.
No.
But
But-
it was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
I
also-
think it would have been cooler to be there.
And it really also gave me, I was like, man, NASCAR's here.
Right.
Like, we're
it's,
ready.
It's coming.
We're ready. We're gonna figure out apparently off screen what we're gonna do, but
I don't want to debate this on camera.
No.
Or
So,
like,
so did you watch Pipeline?
fuck no.
So you don't watch sports, dude.
I watch real sports. I watch team sports.
the one thing, NASCAR, Brad Keselowski changed teams.
Yep.
He's number 6 now.
He's actually on his own team now.
Can we talk about how bad number 6 is again?
Not it's the worst single digit number.
Yes, it is. I don't care about JT Snow.
Whoa, because number 6 was my number because of JT Snow. So.
It's
Sorry,
the
man.
worst single digit number.
It is. It's a fact.
It's just bad to look at.
It's not
Disagree.
opinion. It's a fact.
Brad went from 2, which
It's a pretty cool number.
Jeter,
Yeah.
to 6, like
Who?
LeBron Heat. I don't know.
LeBron. Yeah. What is LeBron doing?
Also, those rims that the drivers had, those are gonna be permanent.
Pretty lame. Yeah. I mean, I only imagine so.
It just, I was caught off guard.
Yeah, they went for like the luxury car look, which
Yeah.
is pretty stupid. Like we're racing here, people.
What's next? Headlights? You know what I mean?
How's Lightning McQueen looking this year?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you mean Owen Wilson? He's one of the top drivers in this.
No. Lightning McQueen.
Is he the voice of Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, are you serious?
Oh, fuck. I haven't seen Cars in years, bro. When the last time you watched Cars?
I thought that was
Like way too soon.
Yeah, okay.
Like a month ago.
Really?
that's a great.
It was
Disney
on
movie.
with my nephew.
That's a great movie.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I'll give you a pass on that. I haven't seen Cars in so long.
Cars 2 was even pretty good.
I couldn't say.
Didn't see it. I didn't see
want
Cars
to
3.
the original. Yeah, Cars 3. Not as good as the first one.
Not as good as the first two. It's like Toy Story 4. Not as good as the first.
I
three.
still haven't seen that. I need to watch it.
Anyways,
That's all I have for NASCAR last call.
about as good as the show's gonna get. I did watch the NHL All-Star game, like I said I was going to.
The whole thing?
No. I watched
Such a
it.
liar, dude.
I watched until the Sharks were out, and then I just like kind of had it on but tuned it out. And I mean, by the Sharks, I mean Timo Meyer was playing for the Pacific Division, which he scored a goal.
You still owe. I didn't forget.
Yeah. What does he got?
No, we'll wait. We'll wait.
What else you got?
I got a couple things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You see, LeBron James said he's willing to leave the Lakers.
Stop talking about LeBron.
I mention every week.
Lemon James.
Where's he gonna go?
He said he's willing to leave the Lakers when Bronny gets in the league. Did you see this? His son, LeBron James Jr.
Is it gonna be La Hornet or what? You gonna go to the team that drafts Bronny?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be fucking stupid.
He's going to OKC.
He's trying to pull a Ken
That would
Griffey.
be fucking funny.
He's trying to pull a Griffey Senior Junior and playing on the same team together.
Also, Greg Popovich, 1,500 wins as a coach.
Good for him.
It's nice. Nice.
Wait, 1,500?
Yeah.
I thought the number was like 13.
Nope.
Is that including like playoffs?
All I got. Nope. Regular season. Fact check me.
No, I don't want to.
just believe your friend, dude. God.
Hey, run up a Bleacher Report.
I don't trust that website at all, dude.
Also, Kellen Moore's coming back with the Cowboys.
So running back to another 12-5 first round exit?
Yes. Danny, you owe. Do you want to take a guess why? Do you want to remember?
No,
I have no clue what this is. I mean,
When I say it, you're gonna be like,
I'm probably gonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm totally out of the loop right now.
So Daniel John Del Zampo on September 21st, 2021 said Gronk gets a new touchdown total this year. Regular season total.
What do you have, like 5?
It wasn't.
Was it
You're
17?
you're gonna plague me from an injury, dude?
It wasn't 20 or whatever.
He was on track until he got hurt.
Yeah, for after 2 games.
Danny, you're never on, so you just have to do this.
I'll stop when it stops.
I don't like that idea.
Don't shake the table.
I have a second one apparently.
You have a second one?
No, you don't.
Oh, I thought you said I did.
No, this was the second one.
This was.
Oh.
Oh, like including the one that we took before.
Yeah, no, I understand now.
Okay.
Will you stop?
It's not stopped yet. It's a fair shot.
It's nice.
Here's to the touchdown hound.
I forgot to even say that. Cheers.
Did you hear him say that if he's gonna play for anyone else, it's gonna be Joe Burrow?
He would.
Rob Gronkowski said that?
Yes, he did.
Fuck yeah. I'm the support of that.
I'm so disappointed in myself for not saying the touchdown run. Wow.
And we'll see you next week.
One of the better endings to an episode. You don't have anything else, right?
No.
All right, we're done. See ya.